So if people don't know, Derek Sloan is MP from Hastings, Lennox, and Addington. And he was running for leadership as well, and he was like the social conservative of, I guess, of the race. And he had some remarks regarding so he had some remarks regarding Dr. Theresa Tam, and the remarks, he was basically questioning her loyalty to the country, which is,
it's shocking.
Yeah, it's shocking. I'll say it's racist.
Theresa Tam, we sent an email out today asking, does she work for Canada or for China?
And when that happened, there was actually a conversation in the federal conservative caucus of what to do with him, whether to kick him out or not, and the party was divided, from what I hear. But he was able to survive that, and now the Liberals are going full on attack. I think they have they're sending out emails and stuff and basically asking the new leader, Erin O'Toole, to kick him out of the caucus. Peter MacKay was one of the people who were running, who was he was more warm to kicking him out of the caucus. And Erin O'Toole, I'm not sure what's his stance right now, but I know Leslie Lewis said that they should leave that to voters.
Yeah.
And so people are just watching what the new leader, Erin O'Toole, is going to do in terms of whether to kick him out or to keep him in caucus. But it's going to be interesting to see how, because it's also kind of like one of those early defining moments for the leader to see what to do with those like controversial members of the caucus.
Yeah, and I mean, it's even weirder for somebody like O'Toole, who is ostensibly a lot closer to people like Leslin and Sloan than she was to Peter MacKay. So it was like, if I'm Erin and I'm looking at these people who are probably closer to me, closer to my base than anything else. So he may not want to go and alienate those voters by kicking him out of caucus. But at the same time, with his recent press conferences and stance he's taken on rights and true blue conservatism and plurality of ideas, and that big blue tent brand, it might kind of go against that. If you're saying, all right, you were talking about freedom of speech, you're talking about people having their own opinions, having debate internally and democratically, and then you go and you kick out somebody from caucus because he made a controversial statement, which at least a segment of the base agrees with. So, I don't think that he would just about face like that and turn on his own rhetoric, but it's, I just don't think he's that type of leader. I think there's probably going to be a conversation had with him and be internally and said, look, this is where I stand on these issues as leader. This is the line that we are going to toe. This is things that are acceptable and unacceptable. And if that doesn't appeal to you, then he's out of caucus, right? Because we can still have those very first person conversations. And so if that's where I think that's probably more of the stance. And we're probably going to see, we're going to see Sloan maybe say something, maybe not, but I suspect he's going to be very quiet for the next couple of years.